Hey, what's going on, Z Nation? Zaid here on ZSN. And today, guys, we're going to be talking about the Los Angeles Lakers versus the Jazz tonight. Guys, what a survival win tonight for the Los Angeles Lakers when it came down to it. And there's a lot of things we can say when it comes to how ugly this win was and how close it was when it came to getting this win for the Lakers. But I personally want to thank the uh, the Jazz head coach for calling that timeout. That was a smart move on his part because it helped the Lakers win the game. If he didn't, I think the Lakers would have lost this game, and we would have had another heartbreaking loss on our books, and we'll be crying to the heavens when it comes to the Lakers losing this game when it came down to it out there tonight. But nope, that wasn't the case. But the Lakers got the win when it came down to it. So it was an ugly win, a bad result for a win, but it was a win is a win when it comes to the Lakers, when it comes down to their season so far this season. So I want to get into all of your thoughts and your opinions out there when it came to the Lakers win tonight, 105 to 104, thanks to the Jazz head coach when it came down to that. But at the same time, the Lakers were depleted with players. Fortunately, they didn't have Austin Reeves or D'Angelo Russell. So who needed to step up to the play at the point guard position? Unfortunately, it was Gabe Vincent. But this time around, Gabe Vincent, this is going to sound harsh, but his season high, 10 points when it comes to the Lakers and how he's been playing so far this season. So it has been a really bad season for Gabe Vincent for sure, but he showed up when it came to due to the lack of rotation at the point guard position. So it's very unfortunate, as we know. Um, what's his name? Austin Reeves is dealing with an injury, and then D'Angelo Russell is dealing with an illness. So obviously, we know we had depleted with players and of course center positions. So it's like what else is new when it comes to the Lakers, and injuries keep piling up to the Lakers roster. So hopefully a speedy recovery for Austin Reeves, and hopefully D'Angelo Russell comes back very soon when it comes to his efforts, for sure coming off the bench for us. So, but the Lakers had to deal with what they had in front of them, and they survived. They survived with a win, 105 to 104. Anthony Davis balled out there tonight with 33 points out there tonight, and we just got the win. We got the win when it came down to it, and all thanks to the Jazz head coach for calling that timeout to help the Lakers win this game. So we're all happy. We're all happy for that decision by the head coach for the Jazz. So, but it was an ugly win, but a win is a win when it comes to the Lakers, when it comes to all said and done. So I want to get into the game analysis and what we saw from tonight's game. But before, like always, please make sure to like this live stream. Of course, follow me all across social media, Facebook, Instagram, X. I'm also on TikTok and Threads as well. And guys, I really appreciate all the love and support you guys have shown me all over social media, and of course on this channel, ZSN on YouTube. If you haven't yet, guys, follow me all across social media. The links will be in the description of this live stream, so you guys check me out on social media. And of course, guys, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell. I really appreciate it. And without further ado, let's just get right into it. Actually, I need to fix something real quick so I can show you guys the stats of tonight's game. Just bear with me for a moment, but I'll still talk to you guys for sure about what I can give you when it comes to the analysis of this Lakers game out there tonight. Obviously, the Lakers start off their schedule of December games in December with a win. Hopefully, I made a community tab post of the Lakers road games, and of course, their schedule for the month of December. Give me your predictions when it comes to the Lakers and their wins or losses in the month of December. It's in my community tab on YouTube, and it's on all of my social media sites. So go check it out and give me your thoughts about it. I did the same thing as last month for the Lakers, and most of your predictions were pretty accurate when it came down to that. So go check it out, guys. I really appreciate it, and give me your thoughts about the Lakers and their potential wins. When it's all said and done. So there we go. I got the stat lines for all of you guys can check it out. But seeing another comment here from Daniel. Welcome to the live stream. Really appreciate you joining. Bailed out by Hardy. What's up? Ugly win. Yeah, absolutely. It was an ugly win, and good day to you, Daniel. But absolutely, the Jazz's head coach for sure bailed the Los Angeles Lakers when he called that timeout at the wrong place at the wrong time for his, I believe it was Sexton or something. When it comes to that play that he was on, if he didn't call that timeout, there was for sure the Lakers would have lost this game against the Jazz when it came down to it. But we all have to thank Hardy for sure for the win for the Los Angeles Lakers when it came down to it. So yeah, for sure, he bailed us out without a doubt when it came down to this win for sure. So, but guys, without further ado, let's just get right into the Lakers stats. I really want to get into it because there was some certain plays that we saw from tonight's game that I had to say was pretty sad to watch when it came down to it. Just bear with me. I just need to share it real quick so you guys can. Or actually, I just saw a comment here from Daniel. Let me read that first before I get into my analysis. At least Gabe finally showed up after 1.5 years. Yeah, I mean, that's what I was surprised at when it came to my analysis getting into this live stream was that unfortunately no Austin Reeves, no D'Angelo Russell. So the Lakers were depleted with point guards now. First problem we had was the center position. Now we don't have our top point guards to lead us in games now due to Austin Reeves' injury, and of course we have D'Angelo Russell dealing with an illness, I believe. So he is under the weather. So obviously the next person up is Gabe Vincent, unfortunately. So and we saw how he's been playing with the Lakers. Not the best for sure. I mean, G League-esque type of performing for the Lakers, and he's not the player that he was that we all projected that he will be once we signed him a couple of years ago. He's not the Miami Heat guy, and it's kind of a pattern of Lakers going after players in Miami, and they just don't become the players that they are, aka Kendrick Nunn. So obviously another failed attempt of bringing somebody from the Miami Heat, and they don't live up to expectations. But tonight's game, he showed up. I mean, he played the point guard position for the Lakers at the starting lineup, and he put up 10 points for the Lakers. So let's give him credit where credit is due when it comes to his performance out there tonight, due to the lack of rotations and depth at the point guard positions and the lack of scoring for the bench for sure. So yeah, the Lakers got a close one. It was an ugly win. We got the win, and for sure it was a win that should have been a win for sure in a blowout scenario, but unfortunately it wasn't due to, as I mentioned, the lack of rotations, the lack of players injured. So it was an ugly win, a lucky win, all thanks to the Jazz's head coach for calling that timeout. So it was a close one for sure. The Lakers survived. They escaped a win in Utah for sure, going into with the record now 12-8 as their record when it comes down to it. So, but for sure, absolutely, Daniel. Thank you for commenting. I really appreciate you. Appreciate you. Thank you. And guys, if you have any thoughts and opinions, please comment on this live stream so I can read your comments and display them so we can get into the great conversations or funny conversations or whatever you guys thought about this game. If you want to give credit to this win from the Jazz's head coach, Hardy, Why not? I would like to hear from you guys for sure. But let's get the Lakers analysis in tonight's game. And I have to say, guys, it was not the best. As I mentioned, it was an ugly win for the Los Angeles Lakers when it's all said and done. And as you can see, the Lakers won a close one for sure, 105 to 104. It was kind of like a back and forth situation when it came to the uh, the Utah Jazz. The fourth quarter was very impressive by the Lakers. I think they were leading by 5 points at the end of the third, but it kind of was a back and forth situation in the favor of the Utah Jazz in the fourth quarter. 23 points to the Lakers, 19 points in the fourth quarter. But you can tell the Lakers played much better first half due to the circumstances, when it came down to it. But, for sure, it was a kind of weird turn of events for the Lakers when it came to the situation that they dealt with due to no Austin Reeves, no D'Angelo Russell, and not even Cam Reddish in the game as well. So also that the Lakers were just depleted with point guard size and just lack of rotations for sure. So, but a win is a win when it comes to the Los Angeles Lakers for sure. And it's just I'm glad we got the win. That's the results of my reasoning of how the Lakers won this game for sure. So, but getting into the players of tonight, Anthony Davis, showed up tonight for sure with a 33-point performance with 11 rebounds, 2 steals, 1 block, went 2 of 4 from the three and 13 of 25 from the field. So, he brought his A game for sure. MVP numbers out there tonight for the Los Angeles Lakers, and he's just did what he had to do to help this team out as much as he can due to the lack of players and rotations for sure. But at the same time, they delivered in an ugly way. So, it was a win is a win for the Lakers, and it's all because of the dominance tonight from Anthony Davis. So, great job out there for AD, 33-point performance out there tonight. And then you have LeBron James. Now, I really wanted to get into his performance out there tonight because we can go back and forth of how good or bad he played out there tonight, but he did put up 27 points out there tonight with 14 assists and 5 rebounds and 2 blocks. But the number that really still stands out to me when it comes to his bad performance out there tonight was his shooting. He went 0 of 9 from the three. I mean, 0 of 9. That is crazy. I mean, for LeBron to once again shoot another bad shooting performance as a Laker. I mean, similar type of shooting that he put out there was last season when I think he either went 0 of 9 or 0 of 10 from the three or something like that, or maybe he went 1 of 10 from the three. I mean, it was a weird, deja vu again that LeBron James is once again had a bad shooting night performance when it came down to it, and as a result of the rest of the team, they shot 21% from the three. Totally unacceptable shooting efforts out there tonight for the Los Angeles Lakers when it came down to it. I mean, the Utah Jazz were the better shooting team when it's all said and done. So, and basically all the teams in the NBA are a better shooting team than the Lakers, in my opinion, when it's all said and done. And, it's just very unfortunate that Dalton Connect didn't show up in this game and stepped up, unfortunately. But, he's a rookie, still learning the ropes. I still feel that he still need to get his not really his bearings, but because he already showed who he is and what he's capable of being. But I just think that he just had a bad night out there tonight. I mean, he had a negative 19 performance out there tonight for the Lakers and put up 6 points, 1 of 5 from the three and 2 of 10 from the field. So the only better players that shot very well, surprisingly, was Gabe Vincent, who went 2 of 3. And you could say Anthony Davis, who went 2 of 4 from the three. And, Rui Hachimura went 2 of 8, but better than LeBron, who went 0 of 9 from the three. So, it was a bad, awful night when it came to LeBron James's shooting efforts out there. But from the field, and of course, just, the assists and the two blocks that he put up, I mean, he was in control of how he was trying to play this game out there tonight against the Utah Jazz. But let's all remember again, guys. I mean, the Lakers, you know, were depleted when it comes to their rotations. We always have to bring that up because, if Austin Reeves was playing or D'Angelo Russell was playing in this game, I think the Lakers would have had a better shot at winning this game and maybe in a better situation, maybe up by 5 or up by 6 to end the game or something like that. I mean, things could have been turned around in a whole different way if both of those players were playing in the game. But it just wasn't the case, and the Lakers just survived a heartbreaking moment in the game for the Jazz. For the Utah Jazz's head coach for calling that timeout for sure, but I think it was a win is a win type of situation when it comes to the Lakers any given moment this season so far. So, um, but 27 points for LeBron James, so let's give him credit for that out there tonight. Um, and Rui Hachimura 13 points, 2 of 8 from the three, as I already mentioned, with 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals out there tonight. Then you like obviously Gabe Vincent. He showed up in this game due to the circumstances, as I already mentioned, with the point guard position. Starting for the Lakers with 10 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 2 of 3 from the three, and 4 of 5 from the field out there tonight. So I think, guys, he showed up. He stepped up to the plate in the starting lineup for the first time when it came down to it. And I made it as a joke. This is his season high performance when it comes to as a Laker with 10 points. But I mean, good for him to, show up the way that he did out there tonight. So let's give him credit where credit is due. We always clown on him for sure of how bad of a player he is. And he is. I mean, there's no doubt about it. But in this particular instance and what he did tonight for the Lakers, let's give him credit where credit is due. He showed up in this game out there tonight against the Utah Jazz. So great job out there for Gabe Vincent and his performance out there tonight, especially his shooting. That was obviously he was the only. I guess you can make the argument he was the best shooter in this game, or you could say maybe um, Anthony Davis, but it's all Gabe Vincent who was the best shooter in this game out there tonight for the Lakers. So. Um, but then you have Dalton Connect, who had a bad game, as I already mentioned, but he will bounce back for sure. I have no doubt about it, for sure. So he just had an off night, unfortunately. Then you look at the second unit. Yeah, the second unit, you can see it there. Only it was a four, no, 8-man rotation for the Los Angeles Lakers, and most of the players were South Bay Lakers, with Jalen Hood-Schifino and of course Ori or Traore, and of course you have Christian Coloco on the team, and of course Max Christie, who was the better player out there tonight for the second unit. 12 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists out there tonight. So, he stepped up for our second unit due to the lack of rotations for the Lakers with no D'Angelo Russell and no Cam Reddish as part of the second unit. So, they were just depleted in that particular area of their game, and obviously the Utah Jazz took all advantage of that. I mean, they saw the flaws, saw the lack of rotations that the Lakers are dealing with, and they just took full advantage for sure. But they survived. They survived a win when it came down to it, and it's all thanks to the Utah Jazz's head coach for that timeout that he made late in the game and kind of turned things around at the last minute. So then you have, Jalen Hood-Schifino, who had 4 points out there, but not a lot of activity happening from our second unit for sure, other than Max Christie, who had a 12-point game performance out there tonight. But yeah, guys, I mean, that was the Lakers out there tonight. I mean, they were just all over the place when it came down to it. And and due to the lack of rotation, due to the lack of size. So it was just an ugly win when it came down to it. But of course, a win is a win for the Lakers in any given moment so far this season. So let's give them credit where credit is due when it comes to how the Lakers played in that particular survival moment. And hopefully, we'll see the return soon from Austin Reeves and D'Angelo Russell and Cam Reddish, and then maybe the rest of them for sure, because the Lakers for sure have a tough road ahead of them. I mean, they have a 5 game road trip again. So, again, this is another situation where things are going to not look very well for the Lakers when it comes to the lack of players and the rotation. So it's going to really hurt the Lakers if they don't have all their guys in the rotation, because they will potentially lose games, not in those type of situations like they did tonight. So hopefully a speedy recovery for Austin Reeves and D'Angelo Russell for sure, and Cam Reddish, and the rest of them for sure. I mean, we still want to wait for the return of Jared Vanderbilt and Christian Wood and all those guys when it's all said and done. Jackson Hayes for sure. So hopefully they come back very, very soon. So it's remains to be seen. Remains to be seen when we will have all of our players back, because as I mentioned, Lakers have a pretty tough road trip for sure ahead of them going into the month of December. So just looking at it now, tomorrow they have a matchup against the Minnesota Timberwolves. So we'll see if they show up in that game and if Austin Reeves is going to play or not, or D'Angelo Russell. I mean, it's so up in the air at this point. And then Wednesday, the Miami Heat, and the Friday with the Atlanta Hawks. So it's going to be very interesting for sure. If those players will play or not during those times or not, but it's going to be for sure very tough. And my apologies. I meant to say 4 game road trip. So just I want to correct myself with that. So for sure. Let's see. Let's read some of your comments here before I end this live stream. Let's see here from Daniel. All right. Marketing, great, great versus AD. Yeah. I mean, he's for sure one of the best players for the Utah Jazz. 22-point performance, went 5 of 11 from the three, so and 7 rebounds and 4 assists. I mean, can you imagine him being part of the Los Angeles Lakers? I mean, he will carry so much load off of Anthony Davis and LeBron James and all that. So, but unfortunately, the Lakers couldn't make a trade with the Utah Jazz, and even though they did do so in the past, but unfortunately, this is where they're at this particular moment when it comes to how the Lakers and their offseason went when it comes to improving this team. They still have the month of December to do something once we reach December 15th. So it's just so up in the air at this point of how things can turn out for the Lakers when it comes to improving this Lakers roster and the rotations and adding on size and all that. But yeah, Lauri Markkanen did sign an extension with the Utah Jazz, so that's out of the question now if the Lakers want to make a trade with the Utah Jazz um, for Markkanen for sure when it's all said and done. But yeah, he had a great game for sure. And guys, my apologies if somehow the background seems to be cutting off my arms. I don't know. For some reason, I wanted to try this new background feature that StreamYard has, but for some reason it's just not like a red screen behind me. So, it's kind of defeats the purpose of me putting up a background. But, it is what it is. I wanted to put it up so you guys don't see, the background of my bedroom. So, it is just something that I just wanted to put up. And I think it's kind of working out, in a way. I kind of like the Lakers background, but maybe I'll find some more so I can find some better ones for sure. Or maybe I'll make my own so you guys can, appreciate the background and what what this channel is all about. So I think I'm going to do that very soon. So stay tuned. But yeah, let's look at more here from Daniel. Clippers up by 7, uh, versus Denver. Yeah, for sure. I just saw it. Right now they're up by 1 versus the Denver Nuggets. I guess we're rooting for the Clippers to beat the Denver Nuggets. I guess so. It is kind of weird, but at the same time, I mean, at this point, we just don't know who's going to win in that particular game. Only 3 minutes left. I think we will know at the end of this live stream by then. But it's just you know, we'll see how the game will turn out for sure. Ghetto Rabbit, welcome to the live stream. Let's see here. Hardy MVP. Yeah, I guess so, right? I mean, sure, Anthony Davis showed up with 33 points, but to be fair, in reality, the Lakers won this game in an ugly manner, and it was all thanks to uh, the Jazz's head coach Hardy when it comes to this win. So I guess so. I mean, MVP of tonight's game, Coach Hardy, when it comes down to it. So just have to say that for sure when it's all said and done. So yeah, why not? Why not? And Daniel agrees with Ghetto Rabbit, and I think every Laker fan out there tonight. I mean, I also tuned in to Lakers Nation, Trevor Lane, and they also agree that that the the Jazz's head coach was the reason why the Lakers won this game, because they called that timeout late in the game because with so much momentum in their favor, and he called that timeout, and it was just a bad call on his end. I guess a rookie mistake for sure, but at the same time, it helped the Lakers out with a win. So it was just kudos to Coach Hardy for that for sure. So let's read this last comment here from Daniel. If only Gabe can play like that every time. Yeah, I mean, yeah, for sure. I mean, we all wanted it to happen. I mean, even when we, signed him a couple of years ago, I mean, the all expectations was for him to be better than Dennis Schroeder. Okay, that was the whole mindset when we signed him 2 years ago, and he did not live up to the expectation. I mean, that first year played for 11 games, but 80% of those games he was injured. So we didn't see the best out of him, and once we did, wasn't shooting the best either. I mean, he only shot like what 29% from the three and averaging 2 points per game. I mean, totally unacceptable type of performances. When he played with the Miami Heat, he puts up like 8 to 10 points a game, 13 points per game. I mean, I don't know where all that left, but he did sure didn't bring it with him to LA. And that's kind of the pattern now. I mean, my advice to Rob Pelinka or any future GM for the Lakers and the Lakers in general is to not deal with the Miami Heat or sign a player from the Miami Heat's team. I mean, it's just they don't work out, aka Kendrick Nunn. So, it's just a situation there where, we have to find different directions when it comes to signing players that have a potential side of bettering themselves if they joined the Los Angeles Lakers. So, but he played great. He showed up, started for the Lakers due to the lack of rotations and no Austin Reeves, no D'Angelo Russell. So he was the next man up when it came down to it. Now, I was kind of surprised maybe Quincy Oliveri did not join the Lakers on the road. We would have loved to see him, play for the Lakers and see what he's all made of. But I think he's dealing with an injury. I might be mistaken, but with the South Bay Lakers, so maybe that's why he didn't join the team. But if Gabe Vincent's still going to be part of the Lakers lineup, and we're not sure about the timeline for Austin Reeves and D'Angelo Russell. This is who we have at the moment, and so far he showed up. Let's hope he will do so in the 4 or maybe 3 games remaining of the road trip for the Lakers to do something, because as I said, I looked at the Lakers road schedule, and they have tomorrow matchup against the Minnesota Timberwolves. They have, ironically, the Miami Heat. If Gabe Vincent is playing in that game and he's starting, you know, what if he balls out against his former team? Let's hope for that. So you have that on Wednesday. Then you have Friday, the Atlanta Hawks, December 6th. So that's another road game. So that could be a win. That could be a win. And maybe the Miami Heat could be a win, but sort of remains to be seen. But I'm kind of questionable about the Minnesota Timberwolves game. Anything could happen when it comes down to that particular matchup for sure. The Lakers did beat them before, but in the beginning of the season, but unfortunately, you know, it's just first game of the season for sure. But when it comes to the rotation, so hopefully things will be better for the Lakers. But I just hope that Gabe Vincent steps up in those 4 games, if or 3 games of the road trip, and shows up. If Austin Reeves or D'Angelo Russell will won't be playing in those games, if that is the reality. So let's just you just have to wait and see. All right, let's see here. Um, all right, Daniel, Marketing and Schroeder would be good. Yeah, I mean, both of those guys would be good for the Lakers without a doubt, especially when it comes to Dennis Schroeder, who is balling out with the Brooklyn Nets for sure. The Lakers could have, if I had to turn back time, I would have probably signed Dennis Schroeder to a contract for sure. When it's all said and done, and I just hope that things could have turned out better for. In that situation. But there at the time there was a lot of hype when it came to Gabe Vincent, and we thought he was going to be great, especially when it comes to playoff time and putting up being a defensive point guard that we were waiting for what that we wanted to have. When it comes to in the past when we had a player like Alex Caruso, who was our best defensive point guard on the Lakers at the time. So we kind of hope we're going to have that in Gabe Vincent, but we didn't for sure. But if I had to turn back time, I would have signed Dennis Schroeder to a really good contract, similar contract to what Gabe Vincent has, if that was the case. But it wasn't. And I already mentioned about Larry Markkinen. His you know it was the Utah Jazz, really. I mean, they just weren't interested in trading him to the Lakers, and I think they were going to ask for more for Lauri Markkinen. But either way, at the time in the offseason, I mean, I wanted the Lakers to give up the farm to get Lauri Markkinen. I mean, throw in those 2 first-round picks. I mean, get him. I mean, I think he will work perfectly next to Anthony Davis and LeBron James, and it's just unfortunately, it just wasn't the case. So didn't work out. But both of those guys for sure will be a great fit next on this Lakers team for sure. Let's see here. The Sacramento Kings been very disappointing. Wemby build, balling. Oh, sorry, balling 34 points. Yeah, I mean, I'm very surprised. We also with how the Sacramento Kings have been playing so far this season. I mean, they were like the rising team last season. They were being very competitive when it came to facing the Warriors, and just having their number, and you can make the argument that they are the rivalry. When it comes to uh, that particular game, rivalry when it comes to the Warriors versus the Kings. I mean, as we have with, or maybe not we have, but the Clippers have with the Lakers. But we kind of saw it with the Kings versus the Warriors for sure. So, but yeah, they have been very disappointing for sure. I'm just seeing their stats and where they're at within the standings. Yeah, they're 12th in the NBA. I guess maybe signing I guess maybe signing DeMar DeRozan was not the best move for them. I mean, if anything, I'm not sure, but obviously it's not working out for them for sure. So, and I guess for us, I mean, how they played against us last season, always they had our number when it came to facing them last season. I mean, it's kind of a good thing that they're not playing well. So, that's good on the Lakers' part. But the bad news is, and I just saw your comment, Daniel. The Houston Rockets they replaced the Kings within the standings, and they were surprisingly the rising star team in the Western Conference late in the season last season. So I mean, they started to win games and ball out, like maybe in March, going into at the end of April. So it was they were like the surprising team at that particular moment, going back and forth with the Lakers within the play-in, and surprisingly now they lived up to that, and it's really showing. So, but yeah, I mean, it's very unfortunate from the Sacramento Kings side of how bad they're playing so far this season. So, but the good news is the Lakers are still within playoff contention. They're the sixth seed. I'm just looking at it now. They're the sixth seed after tonight's win. Um, I guess if let's see here. So if the Clippers win, if they win tonight against the Denver Nuggets, uh, I think they move up within the eighth seed, and I think the Denver Nuggets could potentially stay where they're at, but sort of remains to be seen. But oh, I just saw the comment. Oh, really? It just happened? Okay, so yeah, the Clippers won, 123 to 116, and it kind of tells you. I mean, they should have not signed Russell Westbrook and see where he's at now. He's ruining the franchise of the Denver Nuggets. So that's what it seems like. But I don't know. Maybe that's another opinion. We can also say that maybe the Denver Nuggets did not make any moves in free agency to improve their team. So just say so. um, but yeah, I mean, oh, okay, they're still playing. I don't know. I still thought that they lost, but anything could happen from 1 minute left. But anything can happen. But they're up by five, so or yeah, they are. Yeah, they're up by five. So it is a situation where things could change for them for sure. So, but as I said, I mean, you only know within the standings. I think the Clippers will move up within the standings somewhere around the eighth seed. Um, is it the eighth seed? I mean, somewhere around the ninth or eighth seed, somewhere around the seventh when it's all said and done. But anything could happen. So let's read more here before I end this live stream. Main clutch shot. Okay, that's great. I guess when it comes to the Clippers side for sure. Um, let's see here, Daniel. Almost, yeah, I just saw it. Yeah, my apologies. Oh, okay, somebody shot a three. Oh, yeah, Jamal Murray shot a three. So they're up by, uh, yeah, they're up by, no, the Clippers are up by four, I believe. Or no, sorry, by two. So, or three, excuse me. So I'm a little tired, so my apologies, guys. But yeah, it's a balls game right there. I mean, anything could happen now. Uh, yeah, anything could happen right there. I mean, but if the Clippers lose, they could go 12-10 and go further down within the standings. If the Nuggets win, I think they stay where they're at within the standings, but sort of remains to be seen about that. So we still have 1 minute left remaining for them to do something for sure. So let's read this one here from Daniel. Nuggets hopefully lose Powell and Harden's been good this game. Yeah, okay. So you know, and due to the circumstances with the Clippers, he has to be that guy for them, the number one option for sure. So, I mean, I'm so surprised that Kawhi Leonard has been out for so long dealing with injury. I mean, he's such an injured prone player. I mean, I don't know why the Clippers got rid of Paul George. I mean, if anything, you should have invested in him because at least, yeah, he's injured, but at the same time, I mean, has a long length of staying healthy than what Kawhi Leonard has been. But oh, that's their choice, I guess, when it comes to their decisions for sure. Oh, okay, so things are changing now. A layup by a layup by the Nuggets. 20 seconds left. Man, anything could happen now. Oh man. Um, okay, the Clippers just need to hold on to the ball or either get fouled. Uh, you know, so they can extend the lead. Yeah, see, yeah, Nikola Nikola Jokic just fouled Zubac for three, yeah, a free throw line. So for sure. So yeah, yeah, for sure. I mean, Harden for sure. He has been all over the place for sure when it comes down to that. So all right, let's see. I think they won the game. Yeah, if Zubac makes both of his free throws, they're up by 5 right now, or they're up by 4 at this point. So yeah. Oh, they missed it. Okay. 12 seconds left. Oh, they just called a timeout. Man, I don't want to wait. I don't want to wait. I want to end this live stream. But, it is a good game, I guess you can say, for the Clippers and the Nuggets. But at this point, anything could happen. I mean, maybe Jamal Murray will shoot a three or something, or to tie the game and go into overtime, or if they miss a shot and Clippers gain the rebound, they either get fouled or because it's only 12 seconds left, so anything could happen. So I mean, I can wait a little bit. I mean, no problem, but it's going to take a while for sure. But um, but yeah, I mean, guys, it was. A great win. No, not a great win. A An ugly win for the Los Angeles Lakers when it's all said and done. They survived. They escaped this win tonight, 105 to 104, to beat the Utah Jazz, and all thanks to the Jazz's head coach for calling that timeout to lose the momentum in the game, and the Lakers won in convincing fashion. And as you say it, Daniel, a win is a win when it comes to the Lakers any given moment this season. And I even mentioned that throughout this live stream. So, it was an interesting turn of events when it comes to how, the Lakers have been playing so far this season. And it hasn't been pretty for sure. And even though the Lakers did have a couple of runs for sure, going on 6 game winning streaks, and for sure they were just gaining so much momentum, especially for Anthony Davis in the MVP race, and so not out of the question. I mean, he could potentially be part of the MVP discussion for sure, but especially tonight with his performance. So anything could happen when it comes to that, but still, I mean, anything could change. But hopefully, the Lakers will make some moves to improve this team. I mean, I still think they have the capabilities of doing so. Okay, the Clippers player just fouled Nikola Jokic that he just missed a free throw. I think he's going to make this one for sure. And I think either they run the clock or maybe the Nuggets will foul. I think they're going to commit a foul for sure. So, by the way, I'm checking all this on Yahoo Sports. So that's where I'm seeing the live play by play. So And yeah, they right away fouled James Harden. So after that play, so they're trying so hard to uh, keep this game alive for sure. So let's see here from Daniel. Uh, let's see. I guess future assistant coach will be harder. Yeah, I mean, you never know. I mean, if somehow he loses the job with the Utah Jazz, he could potentially wind up with a assistant role job for sure. Maybe the Lakers could be a team for sure, but sort of remains to be seen. Sort of remains to be seen for sure. So, all right, James Harden just make all of his three throws. Let's see here; they're up by 4 points. Yeah, with the rebound, and they won the game. They won the game. All right, the Clippers beat the Denver Nuggets 126 to 122. Uh, I guess a great game for both sides for sure. But I guess we were all rooting for the Clippers to beat the Denver Nuggets. I guess so when it's all said and done. So uh, yeah, so they got the win. They got the win. Let's read this last comment here from Daniel, and then I'll end this live stream. My pet peeve is NBA players consistently should be making free throws, especially LeBron and AD. Yeah, I mean, I agree with you 100%, Daniel. And I could say that's also my pet peeve for sure. I mean, when you're a player, you have to win. You have to win games by making your free throws. It's easy shots. When you get fouled, you make easy free throw shots. That's why they're called free throws. So, with that being said, I mean, I agree with you on that. That's also my pet peeve in a way when it comes to the NBA players for sure. They have to be consistent with their free throws because they're free throws. So you can anything could change when it comes to the momentum of the game and or maybe just the last seconds left remaining, like we saw tonight by the Clippers with James Harden making those free throws. If Nikola Jokic, if he would have made all of his free throws in those 9 seconds left, I think things could have turned out differently, and maybe they could have gone into overtime. And similar situation with the Lakers against the Magics. If Anthony Davis made all of his free throws um, in like 19 seconds left. I still remember the time, 19 seconds left remaining in the game. If he made all of his free throws and Anthony and LeBron James as well, and even Austin Reeves, if he made all of his free throws, the Lakers would have won the game with that three that Wagner player made, Wagner, excuse me, Wagner from the Magics made in that final seconds left in the game to win the game in the heartbreaker for sure. So I agree with you for sure. Free throws needs to be made, even somebody like LeBron James and Anthony Davis, especially for LeBron who had a bad shooting night. I mean, at least have a better free throw uh, efforts in the game. So just saying. Daniel. Good Clippers win, great stream. I appreciate it, man, and yeah, I mean, congratulations to the Clippers being the Denver Nuggets, and I think it kind of, I know it kind of changes the standings. I don't think it has updated yet, but I think either the Clippers move up or maybe the Denver Nuggets stay where they're at. I might be mistaken, but because they only had what 7 losses, yeah, they only had 7 losses, so I'll make it 8 now. So uh, anything could change from the standings at this moment. If you have an updated one, um, maybe you guys will know, but I'm on Yahoo Sports, so nothing is changing at the moment. Yeah, nothing is changing at the moment. So, it is what it is. So, um, but yeah, I mean, yeah, go Lakers for sure, Daniel, absolutely, without a doubt. But yeah, I mean, what a great live stream. Thank you all so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. I want to thank Daniel and Ghetto Rabbit for you guys' comments on here. Really appreciate it. And in conclusion, the Lakers won an ugly win against the Utah Jazz, 105 to 104. Thanks to the Jazz's head coach for calling that timeout and that momentum that they were having at those final seconds left remaining in the game. And all thanks to him, we won the game in a survival manner. And just a great job out there from Anthony Davis with 33 points out there tonight. And hopefully the Lakers will start with this road trip with wins. Hopefully we'll see maybe the returns of Austin Reeves or maybe D'Angelo Russell. But we just have to wait and see about that and when their timeline will of them return. But anything can happen at this point, so we just have to wait and see. So yeah, guys. I mean, thank you all so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. Once again, follow me all across social media: Facebook, Instagram, X. I'm also on TikTok and Threads as well. Make sure to hit that notification bell, subscribe to the channel, so you'll be the first ones to join me on these live streams. So you guys be in the know of when I go live and when I talk about the Lakers when it comes to game analysis and all that. So please do so. I really appreciate it. And wait a minute, I just saw a comment. Okay, I'm going to answer it. I'm going to answer this comment for in this live stream from Adam. Welcome to the live stream. Gabe still sucks and needs to be traded. I would trade Cam Reddish and Gabe Vincent for Sharp. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I understand, and we're all still frustrated with Gabe Vincent for sure. And even though he did have a great game, in my opinion, in this game, I still think the Lakers need to improve on the point guard position for sure, especially our backup point guard position for sure. And Gabe Vincent, he's just not cutting it as a Laker. I mean, still he is. He's still not, regardless of how well he played in the game against the Utah Jazz, starting for the Lakers. So, without a doubt, I still think the Lakers need to trade him for sure. And I don't Gabe Vincent to get Daron Sharp. I mean, I think will be a great addition to the team for sure. So upgrade for sure. And I see the comment here from Daniel. Yeah, he upgraded his trade. Okay, I saw the laugh. Yeah, I don't think he did, but if he continues to ball in these couple of games on the road and with no Austin Reeves and D'Angelo Russell, maybe he will maybe he will upgrade his trade value if he balls out in the starting lineup and on the road, and if he can beat the Minnesota Timberwolves tomorrow with him helping the Lakers doing so and the rest of the teams ahead of them and on the road trip, anything could happen for sure. So yeah, for sure. I agree on that, Daniel, for sure. And also from Adam, I really appreciate your comments. And also, Ghetto Rabbit, good night to you. I really appreciate all of you for joining me on this live stream. I really do appreciate it. And if you haven't yet, guys, follow me all across social media. The links will be in the description of this live stream. So you guys check me out on social media. And of course, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell. And I'll see you all in the next live stream and the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Go Lakers. Take it easy, guys. Stay safe out there.